We live in the middle of Argentina, right in the heart of the country. We're outside of the city of Carlos Paz, but quite a ways. We actually live in the town of San Antonio, out in the countryside, in the sierras, up in the hills.
It's very Latin American, it's very Argentinian, and particularly Cordobese-like. It's a beautiful place to live. There's beautiful rivers, there's calm and quiet, and lots of time and space.
It was already business while we traveled. We traveled overland, and we sold books in the plazas and streets in Mexico and Central America.
We became a sort of a little circus on the road.
And we traveled with a binding studio. Magoo carried it. It was a typewriter and papers and an X-Acto knife and a cutting mat. And we made books as we went. Along with some music and some other little crafts I learned on the way. We combined things with each other, and it was very fun. 2001, a big economic crisis here comes, and nobody has extra money for books or blank journals, or, I mean, it was a very frivolous thing. And my brother in Alaska was offered to make us a website so we could sell on the internet, which sounded completely eccentric and impossible. But everything at that point was eccentric and impossible, so we had nothing to lose. When we got the first order for 100 journals for a dream workshop that was going to happen in South Africa, but the organizers were from Texas or someplace in the South, I needed help making those 100 blank journals, and he jumped on board. That's when I really become engaged on the bookbinding world, and basically I needed a job, so here I am.
¿En dónde? Sí, por aduana.
No.
Porque no estaba abierto, y lo que nos figura en el seguimiento que hicimos nosotros es que lo llevaron para todos lados menos para donde tenían que ir.
They charged us 40 bucks and delivered it 2 days later than what it was scheduled for by them.
People write us and they almost always say, I have this idea and I don't, is this possible? And that we could 99% of the time say, yes, it's possible.
I mean, probably not crazy pop-up books with fireworks coming out, but
I love people having these creative ideas. People continually surprise us. There's this book, the little, that one. There's a Transient standard, we just need to design the cover, it's ready to go. There's the two Ed Walker books that you already did the photos of the lady, the blonde lady, and those are the two covers there. We just need to do the covers. There's, we need to do a clamshell. We should case in Melissa Bragg's book, which is that black spine canvas there too, or a different one, but we've already done the spine. And then there's Stephen Bessemer, but he sent me 100 megabytes. I couldn't download it in 3 days, so he needs to send it to me again. We have to do his book again. That's all confirmed. There's a couple others that are floating out there that might fall in.
right.
We print everything ourselves here in-house. We do everything by hand, where there's no machines.
Transient Books basically offers 3 kinds of, let's say, services or products at the same time.
We sell artist books. They're all produced by me. They're written, designed, bound. Then we offer blank journals, already in stock, wholesale. We just have regular lines. They're always there. We keep them every so often. We update them. And then we do custom bookbinding. Anything you want. Memoirs, novels, thesis, or custom blank journals. We do a ton of custom blank journals. People who order special covers, custom guest books, custom scrapbooks, baby books. These are 4 books ordered by a National Guardsman who's from Vancouver, Washington, who's right now in Iraq. And I'm really excited about it because it's somebody who's in the middle of war doing something very creative, which I think is important. And he found old ammo boxes, and these are being made the size to fit inside some big ammo boxes that he's going to line with like styrofoam or something that protects them.
I remember once there was a kid who ordered us a book for her girlfriend who was in jail at the time. We didn't ask why or anything. We thought it was actually pretty cute. So by the time when the book got there, it was really hard to get him to pay for it, and it was really complicated all the way, the little things he wanted. And after working too much for a really simple book, he wrote us back saying that he wanted his money back because his girlfriend just booted him. So that was a funny one, and we said, okay, dude, we're really sorry. If the book had stains of mate or something, that would have been a different thing.
Was this guy from Detroit, And so it was a gift for his wife on Valentine's Day. This was a few years ago, this was like in 2004. And so we talked about the book design and the book size and, you know, how many pages and how much it'll cost, and he wanted a clamshell box and he wanted all this stuff to go with it. And then he wrote, he said, well, don't be alarmed by what you read. I'm like, okay, what could it be? Fully rhymed poems, very intricate details, and I think I know more about their sex life than I do even about my own. It was unreal. I was read for a week. Y sí, 7.
Sí. Ya escribí el Diego.
I think the biggest service we offer besides actually making the books is the emotional support that the book can be made.